Hey everybody, this is Dustin Swindeman, Product Director of the Cyclone Toy Hauler fifth wheel line. Today I want to do a full walkthrough on this unit and show you all the features and benefits that Cyclone has to offer. So first off, I want to show you the front cap. This is going to be a fiberglass cap. This is painted just like an automotive grade on a car. It's going to be a base coat clear. The great thing about this is it's easy to clean, bugs don't stick to it, and it never fades like you'd see on a lot of other caps out there. Along with that, has our integrated LED lighting on the front. It's just going to give you a unique look. It looks really good at night. It looks really good coming down the road. As we move forward in this area, one of the big features is going to be our CURT Rotoflex pin box. The CURT Rotoflex pin box is actually going to dampen vibration, help chucking, and it's going to just have a better ride between the truck and RV. Now, working our way through this, we're going to actually come down here and look at the generator. The generator on this is going to be an MPS generator. It's going to be a 6,000 watt. With this 6,000 watt generator, it's inverter technology, basically meaning that this works on demand on how much power you're pulling. So it's going to be quieter, it's going to use less fuel, and you're not going to hear that noise and heat that you typically hear coming through the floor on your RVs. This thing does about 30% better than what we used to see on our old generators, so you're going to get a lot more run time and a lot more dry camping out of this. As we're in this area, we'll talk about our solar. Our solar is going to be our Power Up 2. It's going to be 400 watts of solar, an 1800 watt inverter, and then it's going to have 4 to 5 inverted plugs on our unit. So what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to run your 12 volt stuff and your 110 stuff as long as you have the inverter on. So it's a really nice feature to have, especially dry camping. Now as we look down the side, you're going to see right here is going to be our side camera prep. This is prep, basically meaning that you click off the lens, take out the screws, and then the camera snaps on, so it's already prepped for you, it's already wired. It's going to be really easy for you at the end user to turn this into a full camera unit if you want to. Not only is it on the sides, it's above your doorway, and it's on the back of the coach, along with a security camera in your garage. You have the capability of 5 different viewpoints on your coach with cameras, so a really nice feature. Now, as we're looking down the side of this is going to be our high gloss sidewalls. Typically, you'll see on these is going to be a lot more fiber. With us, we decided to go with the fiber shine. This is going to be a higher gloss. It's going to be less porous. It's going to be easier to clean, and actually going to have a lot more longevity. This is what we see on a lot of high-end motorhomes. The same fiberglass is being used on this also. On top of that, we're looking at our R-Line graphics. This is going to be a higher-end graphic that you typically don't see on RVs. As we look up facing the top of this, you're going to see awnings on this. This is dual awnings. We try to actually cover your whole campground side just so that it makes it convenient for you as the end user to have plenty of shade and plenty of places to go if the weather does change. Now, as we look at baggage doors, you'll go through and you'll see multiple different ways baggage doors are done. One of the great things about this product line is we do 2 latches on this. Both these latches, what they're going to do is they're going to allow this unit to actually close tighter, so you have less opportunity and less chance for leaks to go through this. It's a very nice feature that we do that you don't see with a lot of manufacturers. Now, as we open up the pass-through storage, it is a complete pass-through storage. We actually do the same tough ply flooring that we do in our garage in our pass-through storage. So if you're throwing lawn chairs or any debris or anything like that, it's going to have less chances of getting scratched and damaged in comparison to what you see with guys running linoleum on the inside. It's all completely finished off on the bottom. This is an aluminum bath deck with a plywood bath deck floor on this. So as we're talking about construction features and stuff like that, one of the big deals for us here at Heartland is going to be everything is in plywood. You look at our roof construction, it's going to be 3/8 tongue and groove plywood. Our floor is going to be 5/8 tongue and groove plywood. So that's something that you don't see in a lot of other brands out there. They're typically using OSB or what they call big board. One other thing you'll notice about 3511, it does have an outdoor entertainment area. It is prepped for a TV. Along with that, it does have an outdoor refrigerator that's convenient and easy to have outside here. As we're in this area, you're going to notice that along with the refrigerator and TV, you're going to have 2 MB Court speakers that are connected to your MB Court stereo on the inside. Along with that, in this area is a really nice feature is our spray port. With this spray port, it's going to be cold water. It does have a hose and connection that comes with it with a sprayer. So if you want to spray off your steps, your pet, your kids, or shoes, it's going to be here nice, easy, and convenient on the door side. Now, we also have an outside shower on the off door side, which is going to be hot and cold water also for you in our docking station. As we're looking right here, this is a 35,000 BTU furnace. This is going to provide plenty of heat, especially for a unit under 40 foot. Moving our way down, of course, is the MORryde step above steps. This is going to be a 4-step entry. Along with that is going to be lift assist. The lift assist is extremely nice. As you can see, with a touch of a finger, you can move this up and down. Now, as we're looking at this area, talking about lift assist steps and that, we also have the extended latch. The extended latch is going to give you a little more leverage. It's going to make this door easier to open, easier to shut. Typically, most people are trying to reach to the top here to get it. It's tough to reach. Now it's right at your fingertips here at your level that you're coming up the steps with. As you'll notice here, we're warranted for full-time RVing on our unit. It's going to be a 3-year structural warranty. Walking through this area, of course, black tank flush for your black tank on this. It's going to have also a black tank flush for your rear tank. So we have dual black tank flushes on our toy haulers, which is a nice feature out there that you don't typically see on our toy haulers out there. Looking down, let's talk about axles. These are going to be Dexter axles. They're going to be a 7,000 pound axle with 4,000 pound leaf springs. Another big feature in this area is you're going to get to the road armor suspension. The road armor suspension is going to dampen vibration. Along with that, you're going to see our Dexter shackles. They're a 1/2 inch, they're greasable, and have bronze bushings. So they're just going to help with the longevity of your ride on your coach. As we're looking in this area also, you're going to see our H-rated tires on 17.5 inch aluminum rims. These are 110 PSI and 14 ply tires. With these tires, you're going to have less opportunity for blowouts and problems when you're traveling down the road. Making our way back, again, you're going to notice it's a 4-step pull-out entry. Typically you see 3 here. With our 4-step entry in the garage area, this is just going to be a shorter step getting into the unit. When you get on toy haulers, typically they're on 12-inch I-beam frames. That initial first step can have a tendency to be really tall if it's a 3-step entry. So we went the extra mile and give you guys the 4th step. Along with that, we did the extended latch on the back just like you see on the front. So not only are we doing it on the front, but we're doing it on the back with you. As we make our way back here, we kind of don't miss any points, right? This is a big feature for us. It's going to be 110 outlet on the exterior along with a TV and cable antenna hookup. What that's going to do is it's going to give you the capability of setting up a table and being able to entertain outside and not have to worry about finding a place to plug in your TV. Now, working our way back. We're at our ramp door patio here. This is going to be our fast ramp. What this does is it's actually going to have a spring assist on the patio. So as you can see, I'm lifting this with one hand. You typically can't do that with an unspring assisted ramp door. It is weatherproof. It's going to be a composite door on the top, so if the weather does change, if it rains or anything like that, you're going to be able to leave this thing out in the weather, not like we used to in the past where we'd have to close it up every time the weather changed. Our rail kit is going to be an anodized powder-coated aluminum. It's going to have a less buildup. It's lighter weight. As you can see, there's no brakes in this screen, so it's going to be a little bit better for pets. Again, the stack up is less, so it's going to give you more room for your toys. As we're back here looking at this ramp door patio, this patio is rated for 3,000 pounds in the down position and 1,500 pounds in the patio position. This also includes our ramp door patio steps, so you can conveniently come up the back and get into your unit with a gate. As we look up at the top in the patio area, you're going to notice we have 2 security lights on the back. Along with those 2 security lights in the back, they act as backup lights when your unit's in reverse. The other great thing about this is it's camera prepped, and it does have a rear awning on the back of this, just like you'd see on the sides. So that is your major features on the exterior of the Cyclone. Let's make our way on the inside. Now that we're in the 3511, I want to show you some features inside. So first off, one of the big things is we've got our fireplace here. This is actually a functioning fireplace. It has about 4,777 BTUs of electric heat. This is great when you're plugged into the campground or running off your generators. This is going to provide a secondary heat. So total wise, with us having a 35,000 BTU plus this 4,770, we're sitting right about 40,000 BTUs of heat in this unit. As we also also look at this area, we're going to have our entertainment center. This is our MB Court stereo that I had talked about before. This is going to have 2 interior speakers and 2 exterior speakers. This also connects to your TV, so you'll have surround sound on the inside of your coach. This is Bluetooth capable and AM/FM stereo, which is definitely a nice feature to have when you guys are out camping. Looking at here's going to be our Sansui 50-inch smart TV. 50-inch smart TV. This is going to be capable of having your Netflix, Wi-Fi capability, Prime, all that stuff that you typically want in a smart TV is going to be right here at a touch of your fingers. Now, as we work our way around a little bit, our convenience center is going to be behind a glass door. This convenience center is super nice. This has our 30 amp controller for your solar. I did discuss the solar on the exterior. It was the 400 watts with a 1800 watt inverter and 5 to 6 inverted plugs depending on the floor plan. As you can see here, this is going to be for your tankless water heater. Your tankless water heater is a 62,000 BTU tankless water heater. This is where you can adjust the temperature range that you like your water at, whether you want it a little bit cooler so that it's not too hot, depending on how much fuel you want to burn, depending on how hot you like your shower. So just a touch of a button right here. As we look in this area, this is going to have your LP, your batteries, your fresh tank, black tank, gray tank, all that stuff that's going to control your capacities. Working on that, you're going to have your awnings. Awnings, exterior lights, interior lights are all going to be conveniently located in one spot. As we look at the cabinet below, again, more storage. Another cool thing about this is with your lights on the exterior on your awnings, they are RGB. So you can color change them. The remote's going to be on every unit standard. You'll have it inside the cabinet. All of our doors are going to be hardwood. This is just going to be a solid door. Less problems in the future, less warping. The capability of them not falling apart is going to be a lot better just because of the fact that they are made out of a solid wood instead of an MDF like you'd see on a lot of other products out there. As we're talking doors and stuff like that, one thing I do point out is our stiles and our face frames on all of our units is a lumber core interior, basically meaning that it is a solid wood on the interior of them. When you look at a lot of other manufacturers out there and their style face frames and stuff like that, you're going to see an MDF. MDF does not hold up really well to moisture, wetness and stuff like that, where the lumber core is going to have a lot better longevity when it comes to the life of your coach. Working our way around, of course, this is a 3-person couch here. This is nice because these are a Jayco patent. We are able to have these tables that go into your cup holders. They work as TV trays. Super convenient for doing work, eating dinner, and easily stored. Typically they go right behind here if you're not using them in the cup holder position. The other thing about this is a power recline on your left and right hand side of this unit on the 3511, and then your center is a manual pull on this. So all 3 do recline. This is a vinyl product for us, so it's going to be easy to clean up, easy to wipe clean, and with the dust and everything like that. So a nice feature within our couches. As we're looking inside this slide out area, you're going to see that we do roller blinds. These are blackout shades. These are throughout the whole coach. We do the same blackout shades in the garage, the bedroom. Every single window you look at will have this in them. And again, this is convenience. They're super easy to pull down. There's no pleated shades and no strings to worry about. Now, working our way through this coach and moving on to the kitchen area, you're going to see that we've got a bar on this floor plan in particular, 2 bar stools. Typically in toy haulers, you don't see a lot of countertop space. The U-shaped kitchen on this particular unit is a lot. Mind you that this unit is only 40 feet on a double axle with an 11-foot garage. So typically on those floor plans, it's a limited space for cooking, cleaning, prepping, or even sitting down and eating. So we are eliminating that in this floor plan by giving you all this. Also over here, you're going to have 2 drawers. These drawers are dovetail if you were to look inside here. So these are built just like your residential cabinetry on a home. They're finished on the top and dovetail jointed together. So moving on, as you can see, again, we go back to the fact that we try to do a very residential kitchen. This is going to be our GE appliances here. We've got a 1.9 cubic foot microwave. This is the same size that is typically in your home. This is going to be the GE 17 cube 3 burner stove. The great thing about GE appliances is that They don't sacrifice quality for their name. They do a lot of business just on the residential side, so they don't sacrifice when it comes to the RV side. So you're gonna have a little bit higher standards and build qualities that you would see in a residential home on these appliances in comparison to typical regular RV appliances. Moving on, our all-in-one sink. This is a really great feature in the kitchen. It has the cup rinser, your soap dispenser, and then it also has an area where you can wash your fruits and vegetables. It's all done on just this little gauge right here. Just spin it to where you desire it to be at, and that is how you will get the functionality of this sink. Again, hardwood doors, plenty of cabinetry up top, all in really good reaching height. And with the window shade pulled down, of course, you do have light on your campground side in your kitchen, which particularly you don't see with a lot of units. This just makes it nice to create that natural light coming into the unit. Now, moving on a little bit over here is going to be our 17 cube 12 volt refrigerator. This is a glass face front on it, which is nice. It doesn't ding, it doesn't dent. It's really easy to clean. The other factor of this is that it does run off your battery and will run off of your solar. Again, I go back to the fact of having 400 watts of solar. Well, this is one of the reasons why we have it, is because of our refrigerator. So, you know, a very nice, clean setup. It does have a large freezer on the bottom of this, so you're going to have plenty of space for anything that you need to chill with the ice. The other thing is lots of pantry storage in this kitchen. And mind you, this is a double axle toy hauler. Typically in these double axle toy haulers, you do not have a lot of storage in them. I think we've done a really good job on doing a good placement on all our cabinetries throughout the unit to give you the storage you need in this unit. Now, as we move over here, this is going to be a part of our thermostat and our AC. This one actually functions and runs your furnace and your center AC. The great thing about this unit is that we do have three 13.5 high efficiency soft start ACs. They will run on your 6,000 watt generator. They also run your 50 amp shore power. The cool thing about it is it does have 3 zones on the thermostats. One zone will be for your bedroom, one zone is for your living room, and then one zone will be for the garage. The really nice fact about that is your garage, you want to have it 60 degrees in there because everybody's back there. You can turn it down to it. If you want your bedroom 70, you can adjust your bedroom to 70. You can do whatever you want when it comes to these zones. The only difference about the thermostat in this one is this one does function for your furnace. So going back to that 35,000 BTU furnace on this unit. Now, talking about furnaces, the other big thing on our floor plans is you'll notice there's no vents in the floors. We do a really good job about placing them in the cabinetry. As you can see in our toe kicks and some of our wall areas, instead of having that nasty vent in the floor that typically collects dust and dirt and grime, and you have to walk over vents. So we won't have to do that in this product line, which is a really nice feature to see across the board with us. So moving on our way up, that's a lot of the big features in the kitchen, but moving our way up to the bathroom here, you'll see a lot of nice unique features in the bathroom. What we've done in the bathroom is you do have a glass shower door, standard in every unit. They're easy to clean, simple to use, just like you would see in your residential home. You'll notice also that we've got shower walls that are a textured shower wall. Has a look of more or less a granite look. You can see across the board it lays flat, very clean, unique look. Ceiling height wise, as you can see, we've got probably almost 7 foot in here into the top of the dome. So plenty of shower room and height for you taller people out there. Again, the shower head is removable. It's a nice thing to be able to use that and take your shower head and be able to pull it and maneuver it where you like to clean shower or whatever you want to do. Now, looking forward into this area, typically your sinks you'll see in a lot of toy haulers are going to be small bowls. We did not cut you short there. We put a large stainless steel sink in here. It's big enough to brush your teeth, wash your face, and wash your hands. Looking at a lot of the other brands out there, you're lucky to get one hand in here and wash it, let alone both hands, and have plenty of room. As we're looking at our medicine cabinet, this is going to be very residential, just like you would see at home. It's backlit to give you a little bit extra light and some ambiance on the inside of this. Also, it has storage on the inside. So it is definitely, storage for us is key, along with your storage underneath the bottom of the sink. Now, looking into our bathrooms, you'll see that we come with the towel racks for your hand towels. We have the towel racks for your hanging towels, already built into the unit, along with the toilet paper holder pre-mounted for you. And again, you don't see that in a lot of units. We like to bring this product to you that's finished and it's ready to go camping. Porcelain stool, of course, for the front and the rear bathrooms on these units is a big plus. Nobody wants a plastic one. Now looking forward into the bedroom, this is going to be our king bed. We have a north-south bedroom in this just because this is a shorter unit. We don't have a lot of space to run east-west bedrooms on these. And our goal was to keep this unit under 40 foot for you, the customer. We do have the option of a queen bed available on this, but this currently does have the king in it. Again, the roller shades like you'd see, plugins on both sides of the nightstands. We're even giving you a charging center with USBs and the 12-volt outlet on the inside of that. Lots of cabinet storage in this. Now, as I would turn around to my backside, you're gonna see here, this is a slide out. This slide out right here is gonna be your wardrobe, big mirrors, closet rod hanging space from end to end in this. Along with that, you are gonna have 2 drawers on the bottom also for you. So plenty of storage in this unit, especially in a smaller bedroom like this on a short unit. Definitely, like I said, we go back to the fact of having your AC in this. It's a 13.5 and the thermostat is on the wall on this side, so you can climate control just this room. It does have TV backers and TV prep in here if somebody does want to do a TV in their bedroom. And we kind of leave that up to you, the customer, if you'd like to have that. Now, let's make our way down to the garage. All right, we're in the garage now. One of the great things about this garage is this is an 11-foot garage. It's got 9 tie downs on it. They're rated at 2,500 pounds. They are into either the steel chassis or they are into a steel plate into the floor. So every one of these, not only do they go through our 1-inch floor, which it is the industry's thickest garage floor when it comes to a toy hauler, they do go into a steel plate also. So you're not going to have to worry about pulling these tie downs up. The great thing about these tie downs are they are recessed and they are a solid loop, so there's no places for a weld to come loose or to break apart on you when you're strapping something down. Now, another unique feature in this garage is going to be our 110 outlets on each side of your Happy Jack beds. This is something that you don't see in every product line. One of the reasons why we do the 110 outlets there is just because of convenience. You know, nowadays a lot of people are using these for working spaces. You've got families that are using these as bunk rooms. What we wanted to do is give you that at-home feeling and having outlets down low. Typically, in most toy haulers, you will see outlets up in the upper head cabinets, in the shelves over there. It doesn't do very good to have a plug-in that's in the air in comparison to having something that's down at the normal level. Now, standard with our 3-season garage wall, the 3-season garage wall is going to give you the option to close this off from the elements outside and give you a full experience of almost a sunroom back here. These do all drop down with screens. The windows actually all do raise up also so that you can close this off complete with the glass wall. One of the neat functions about this wall is that when you open it up and you do have your toys, with a pull of this strap, it actually opens all the way up so that you've got the full width, the 101 wide body area to drive your toys up on the inside of this. Also, this makes a convenient door to go out into your ramp patio and enjoy the outside. As we're working our way through this, again, we talked about having the security cameras on this before. This is another area where we do have the camera prep. So if you are traveling down the highway, you can watch what's going on in the back of your coach with your toys. And below this is your third thermostat. This will be so that you've got your zone here and you can adjust it to what you want for a temperature in the garage separately from everything else. The 3511 does have washer, dry, and prep in the garage. It is in the back of this in comparison to the front like you see on some of the units. Having a north-south bed kind of really limits us and keeps us to the back of this unit with our washer and dryer prep. So this does have a half bath on this. This is standard on the 3511. This is an 11-foot unobstructed garage. So typically you'll see an obstruction where it does come into your garage area. We do not do this on this floor plan. We do this so that you get the full garage space. The great part about this is it does have its own black tank in the back, which is going to be 37 gallons for this toilet and that sink. And it does have an individual black tank in the front that's 37 gallons for the front bathroom also. Overall capacities on this, it does have 106 gallons of fresh water. And your blacks and grays are going to vary each between 37 and 39 gallons per tank, depending on which tank you are filling up with water. And the last thing I'll talk about in this area in the garage is going to be your second entrance. The second entrance is just a nice feature. It makes it convenient because this is a dual purpose space, whether your toys are back here or your family members are staying back here, or whatever you want to do with your toy hauler, this gives you that nice option to be able to get in through the back. That concludes our tour of the 3511 Cyclone. If you have any questions, look us up on our website at heartlandrvs.com or check us out on YouTube.